I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 226 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know the drill by now. Please head over to our Instagram page, which is Strapped Season Podcast, or our Twitter page, which is Strapped Season Pod. Link in the bio on both of those pages there, which will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So if you like audio when it comes to listening to your podcasts, please make sure you head over to that link and you'll see the Spotify, Apple Podcast links, etc. And then if you like the visuals, there's a YouTube link as well there. We get our YouTube videos out a few days after the pod drops every Tuesday. So make sure you do that for us, guys. Much appreciated. Please. Cool. Flowz, hope you've been well.
Good man, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Can see that, you're keeping the tash. Even though it's over, you're still gonna hold on to it.
Keep the look going. I added the goatee to appease the missus. She won't feeling the mo too much, but a healthy compromise.
Yeah, I see the vision. You're cooking something over there. I see it. Cool. It's not too long to the end of the year, Flowz. So we've got the last couple cards left, I guess, for the year. Coming up. This upcoming week. This week that's just gone by. Obviously, we had a few fights to talk about. One, I think, main card over here, and then obviously we've got a fight to talk about over in the US. Over in Mexico. But let's start with, I guess, the boxer card that was in Liverpool on Saturday, Flowz. I think this is the last boxer card of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Because I think the next one's at the Museum in next year in Feb. So
that's the Feb.
Good fight, by the way. Lipinets, good fight. But we've got Tasha Jonas headlining. She's I think is this a new division for her? I can't remember because she's been in a few divisions, as we know, with these women. But she's fighting Ivana Habazin. It's a unification fight, actually, to take one of Ivana's belts and add it to her collection. I think we expected Flowz a comprehensive win for Miss GB Tasha Jonas, and to be honest, Flowz, that is basically what she delivered. Hometown favorite, home crowd, backing her. Tasha, who hasn't really been the most active recently, Flowz, to be fair to her. You know how we like to see our boxers active, but she hasn't been. I'm trying to think the last time we saw her out. Before this one, I mean. Was it last year? No, it was January this year. It was Michaela Maya. That was right at the start of the year.
Oh, it was.
Right at the start of the year.
Yeah.
That was a tough, close fight, obviously. So, she hasn't been the most active. And even last year, she only fought once in 2023. So, I don't know. That could be a number of things. We can't forget as well, Flowz. Tasha Jonas is 40.
Yeah.
She's 40. And we keep saying she seems to get better with age, or she's maintaining with age. But she is 40, and maybe it's tough, obviously, getting herself available for these camps and whatnot. But still expected her to be able to beat Ivana Habazin, Flowz, and that's what she did. Just too fast, too cute. She looked a lot fresher than Habazin. Habazin, fair play to her, obviously, gave it a go, as expected. Tough competitor, but Tasha, to me, Flowz, from a boxing perspective, was kind of levels ahead of her, to be honest, Flowz. And I really, really liked Tasha's punch selection in this fight. I thought her body work was really good. She didn't neglect to go to the body. When the body was open, she was banging into it. And she used her, I guess, superior speed and quickness and footwork, Flowz, to sort of maneuver around Habazin. But there were times when Flowz, Tasha being Tasha, she herself likes a bit of a tear up sometimes. She did, they came together and they threw their hands. But whenever they were having those exchanges, Flowz, Tasha was getting the better of them, again, due to superior hand speed and just punch placement. So, a comprehensive win, Flowz, for Tasha Jonas. There wasn't any knockdowns, from what I remember. No knockdowns, nothing like that. But still a calm fight, enjoyable fight to watch. But the expected victor won.
Yeah, I think I gave Tasha damn near 3 rounds. Landed some big shots. Looked like she Habazin, fair play to Habazin. If you got caught with
Tough.
big shots early on and kept fighting, grew stronger almost, started bringing the fight, getting more into the fight as the fight went on. But yeah, like you say, Tasha's defense was just a bit tighter, landed the better shots, big shots, went to the body, worked the body well. And even when she was in portions being outworked, she was just tight enough defensively and winning those inside exchanges, even though she wasn't throwing as much. So yeah, I gave her most of the rounds. I thought it was a good win, and would have been nice to see her get out of there, but convincing nonetheless. I felt.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, Flowz, obviously this on the undercard, you had we can kind of segue straight into it, Flowz, I guess, with the afters, because this was kind of almost like a double bill, because there was also Lauren Price on the undercard, who has another one of the, I think she's got the WBA welterweight strap on the female side. And she was on the undercard as well, defending her title against a Bexy Mateus. And obviously we knew beforehand that if they were both to win this fight, then we'll get that sort of Tasha, Jonas and Lauren Price sort of head to head, and that's going to be the next fight for both of these women to unify here in the UK. Lauren Price and her fight, Flowz. This was probably one of the biggest mismatches I've seen all year. I don't know if you saw her fight with Mateus, Flowz. She stopped her in 3 rounds, but bro, it was mad, crazy mismatch. This Mateus chick didn't look like she should have been in the ring with Lauren Price, bro. It was peak. The first big shot Price landed, this girl went down. And it looked, bro, it looked, when you see it, it looked mad. I can't lie, it looked mad. So Price destroyed this Mateus chick. And obviously, I don't know if you caught like the head-to-head between the two of them in the ring. They started talking a little bit. Yeah.
I do the back and forth.
I can't lie. Hey, the back and forth was kind of cold still. It was kind of cold.
Spicy. Because
it was getting real spicy.
Being respectful, like the old Price was giving a quote.
It started respectful, didn't it? Yeah.
It started to get spicy, back and forth.
It got spicy quick. It got spicy real quick. And they were both, there was no pausing for us. It was quick.
The back.
Back.
Yeah, real tennis.
Man. Bro, real ping pong. I said, okay, cool. So that's really got me excited for this fight. It's going to happen next year, Flowz. Tasha's, they're both clearly very confident in their work and what they can do. That should be a great fight next year to look forward to. May the best woman win. Obviously when that comes around, Flowz, we will preview that. But yeah, nice night for Tasha Jonas to win in front of her own crowd just before the Christmas period. And well done to Lauren Price as well for winning her fight. So we get that fight on next year. On the undercard as well, Flowz, so we can touch upon that. Vidal Riley, your man's, was there as well. He's, like I said, his first fight back from injury. He beat his opponent, I think, in 3 rounds, Flowz. 2-3 rounds. Seemed pretty simple affair. But again, something to focus on the afters. Isaac Chamberlain was in attendance, obviously. I think, obviously, being signed to Boxer. And that's a rumored fight that's been, rumored for a while now, or potentially there for a while. So we saw Isaac and Vidal also have a little head-to-head and agree to fight for next year as well. So that's something to look forward to, right, Flowz? Chamberlain versus Vidal Riley.
Yeah, it's going to be on the same card as Azim Lipinets, which is
February 1st.
Yeah, a fight that's been talked about for some time. Vidal's recovered from his injury well. It was interesting. His opponent was like a late replacement, and it was a heavyweight. So the fight was at heavyweight. This fight. So while Vidal was obviously the cruiserweight weight, they just done the fight at heavyweight. He was happy to give up weight to fight his opponent, got him out of there. It was only a 6-rounder, so I think
it was 6-rounder.
He wanted to just get the job and be busy. I think some of his criticism in the Loire fight, why he was injured in that fight, he said that's why he couldn't perform well, was he seemed wasn't exciting. The Loire fight is right. I think it's fair to say. So gave a bit of excitement, got this guy out there, sets him up nicely for a Chamberlain clash early next year. And like I've said, name of the game, activity. That's what we need to see next year.
And we did say as well, I remember you saying as well, that you want to see him sort of take out the domestic level rivals. So obviously, he's dispatched from Lawal. Chamberlain kind of makes sense as next up, obviously. Given that Chamberlain obviously beat Lawal last year, I think it was, right? So yeah. Is that obviously I know the timelines are probably a lot slower now, but do you still want him to take care, I guess, for domestic level guys before he moves on
Yeah,
first?
move on for my point
No,
to come in.
as I said, I know the timeline is slow, but in
He
terms
needs
of
to
the
get
path, is that the
yeah.
path? Yeah.
Look, I don't want to dwell on Vidal too much, but his career has been
Stop start.
he should be headlining cards. He should be a
Yeah,
superstar
it's
with
too
the
stop
following
start.
he's had with the following he's had off the back foot of the YouTube thing, the KSI following, huge
Mm,
following on YouTube. He should he should be selling out arenas and being the face of boxer and whatnot. So for him to be fighting on the card, and I don't think it was televised, he needs to start getting his name out there with the boxing world.
mm,
He's talented enough to do that.
mm,
So I think the best way to do that is take out the British, go the British route. And yeah, he needs to be headlining cards. Really, he should have been
mm.
from early. It's the truth. He should have been from early. But yeah, British route. Take out the Chev Clarks. Start looking at the React Pause, Chris Bidham
Mm.
Smiths, and then yeah, you're factored in. And then I always say you got to wait till Jai Patai moves. Is the truth. But
Yeah.
so then take out the British level if you can.
Cool. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, we'll touch on, I guess, Vidal more flows when we do our year roundup.
Mm.
But yeah, we wish him all the best for 2025. Obviously, we hope that he can stay injury free and he can stay active. That's the name of the game for Vidal Riley. So yeah, hopefully we see that next year. But cool flows. Let's head over to Mexico because it's not the strap season award end of year wrap up, but I'll be so real flows. I thought we might have seen upset the year already with this one because Jaime Munguia flows. The great Jaime Munguia. Well known, big name in boxing, big name in America, Mexico, or just boxing full stop. Flows has had a stink on his homecoming fight back in Tijuana, where he's from, in front of Mexican greats like the Caesar of Mexican boxing. Julio Cesar Chavez was there in attendance. Boy, I'm sure a lot of Mexican greats were there, expecting Jaime Munguia to do his thing. He's lost flows. Let me just map this out as to why this is crazy flows. Because first of all,
Yeah.
this opponent is a late replacement. Don't forget, he was meant to fight Ronald the Thrill
Oh yeah,
Gabriel.
yeah. It was yeah. You said last
It was
week.
meant to
Yeah,
be Gabriel. So this
yeah.
opponent was actually a replacement. Second of all, flows. I've never heard of this guy before. Just so I can get him up late. I mean, listeners, that it's not doing him disservice. He's just changed his life. The opponent in question is a guy called Bruno Surace. He's a French super middleweight boxer who I've never heard of personally, Flores. I know you haven't heard of him.
Yeah.
No one's heard of him. Again, let me stress, he was a replacement. He was not meant to fight Jaime Munguia. This fight is happening in Tijuana, which is where Jaime Munguia is from. He hasn't fought at home since, for what I can see, well, 2 years ago. So yeah, it's been a while since he fought at home. This guy, Flows, I watched the fight, yeah, and Jaime Munguia is killing this guy. He's beating him up. He's destroying him every single round. He looks like an absolute mismatch, which is what it was. Jaime Munguia's even dropped him in the second round, Flows. So you're there thinking, I'm there thinking, yep, it's only a matter of time. He's going to get this guy on up out of there. He's, getting a few rounds in for his Mexican fans, but when he wants to, he can clean this guy out. So what transpired, Flows, in that sixth round was mad. This guy's landed one big looping shot, caught Jaime Munguia flush, dropped him. Referees counted. Jaime Munguia's kind of beat the count, but he's kind of swaying on his feet when he gets to the 10, and the referees just waved it off. Done. I mean, don't get me wrong, his legs look bad, and yeah, it was, the ref had every right to stop it, but it's like, wow. No one saw this coming, Flores. Jaime Munguia losing to a random? Crazy. Crazy.
What's
Man.
even nuts is I didn't watch the fight,
Oh,
but I
sorry.
woke up.
So one more thing. Sorry, one more thing before you say. This guy has 4 KOs. He's not a power punch. That's what makes it even mad.
Yep.
Yeah, go on.
Look, I woke up and I was like, what's going on? I see a clip of Jaime Munguia getting stopped. And like you say, this guy has 4 KOs. I don't know how many fights this guy has. I went to check 25 or 26 fights, 4
Yep.
KOs. Then I'm thinking, wait a minute. This guy's been in the ring with Canelo, Derevchenko, Gabe Rosado.
Mm-hmm.
People who like to throw big punches and have got good knockouts.
Yep.
People who drop people.
Yep.
And what we said about what's his name is Munguia is that he gets caught easily.
Yes.
So he's taking these man shots. I think who put him down? Canelo
Put
put him
him
down.
down. Yep. Early.
Survived.
Then...
So I'm thinking, what's going on here? Something's not adding up. And it's just a tale that we've seen. Maybe we've seen in other fighters. Joe Joyce comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Once your chin is only as good until it's finally broken. You have a good chin till it's gone. And we might just be seeing Jaime Munguia's chin completely gone because he's taken bombs. He's been taking bombs his career. That's his MO. Land big shots, take big shots. And he's taking a shot from someone who's not even a puncher. Not even a puncher. It's not like it's a puncher who's taking his chin off him. Snatched his chin off him. A non-puncher snatched his chin.
This is mad.
Yeah, you might have to stay at this level.
Flowz, this is crazy, Flowz. This is Flowz, Jaime Munguia. Jaime flipping Munguia. one of the main contenders at 168, Flowz. Champion at 160. Was it 154 he was champion?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been a world champion before. He's been, like you said, he's been in there with Canelo and guys like that. And he's losing to a random guy, random replacement who has no knockout power. This is another example, Flowz, of just how mad this sport is, right, Flowz? Mm-hmm. And how in boxing, because usually we see it in the heavy divisions, right? Not so much these lower weight classes.
Yeah.
But another stark reminder, Flowz, that in boxing, anybody can be clipped. Anybody can get clipped. Bro, anyone. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what you're facing. If your opponent is able to get that shot from the gods, from the heavens, and clip you straight in the face, proper, clean. Doesn't matter how great that shit. Look, on any given day, Flowz, you can get clipped and you can go down. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Flowz, he was dominating this fight, Flowz. He was battering him. He dropped him in the second. It looked easy. Easy money. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, Flowz. Definitely, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm calling it out, upset the year, because no one expected this. No one even knows who this Bruno Surace guy is, Flowz. No one knows. And we probably won't see him again. Well, no, we will. I don't know. I mean, you have to run it back. You have to run it back. In the same place. Run it back. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Jaime's fought a bunch of times, 45 times.
This is his fourth fight this year. So now they're saying that he's suffering from wear and tear.
Well, I wouldn't even just put it into this year, but his whole career. He's still young as well. He's not even old.
Yeah. He's not old. I don't think he's 30 yet.
No.
28. Jaime Munguia is 28, and he's had 44 fights, which is typical of Mexican fighters, as we know. We know they're crazy active, maybe to their detriment, I don't know. But there's one thing, Flowz, one constant we've said about Jaime Munguia for its entire history of this pod, Flowz. We've said it, both of us. We think he's defensively very irresponsible. Mm-hmm. Very irresponsible defensively. And that's why he's in exciting fights, because of the fact that he is defensively irresponsible. But maybe you're right, Flowz, maybe you're right. Maybe that's caught up to him now, for his defensive irresponsibility.
Did that for 45, 46 fights?
Yeah, and some of these fights, and Flowz, some of these fights have been wars. Remember, that Derevchenko fight was an absolute war.
Gabe Rosado, war.
Yeah. Yeah.
Canelo, tough fight.
Yeah. Boy.
Look. Yeah. It's gonna catch. Eventually, it catches up to people. Eventually, it does, and maybe it's caught up to him now. And maybe 4 fights a year. Your first loss this year. 2 losses in 1 year.
Two losses in 1 year. He's had the stinker of the year, bro.
Yeah.
This is a title contender, a bona fide title contender, Flows. Remember this 168 division is looking a bit healthy again,
Mm.
and he was there. He's one of the guys. So I don't know what repercussions it's gonna have for the division, but boy, some of these other men now might be chomping on the bit to try and get some high media action because it's like, boy, he might be on the way down. I tell you what, Flows, Bob is probably livid, and Oscar's probably smiling somewhere. I haven't checked
Oh,
the
he
Hoyas
just signed
Twitter.
him, didn't he?
Bob has
He
just
just
signed
signed
him,
it.
Flows.
Yeah.
Bob has just signed him.
Go.
De La Hoya is probably smug. I know, knowing De La Hoya, he's smug about this. I know it. He's smug about this. I don't know if
Wow.
they left on bad, if they left on bad terms. Definitely not like Canelo style bad terms, but yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember if they left on bad terms, but I know he's definitely smug about it, bro. Crazy.
Um, Come again, Jaime. Let's see.
Yeah,
Get some
Hey,
rest,
Flores,
recover.
he has to, he better. There's, there's no Flores. He has to come again. He has to run it back. I'm sorry. I don't see nothing else.
Tighten
Run it
up that
back.
defense. We've been saying, we've
We've
been telling you.
been saying.
We've been telling you.
Oh, that's
Ah,
mad. Crazy, crazy, crazy ups. I did not expect to see that one, Flores. I expected to see the typical, usual Jaime Munguia win against an opponent he probably shouldn't have been in the ring with. But yeah, but this, wow, wow,
yeah,
wow, wow.
crazy.
We say, I would say cherry pick, but it's not cherry pick though. But hey, cherry pick gone wrong.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Matt. Cool, Flores. Let's move on to next week because there is obviously a big fight to discuss. It's finally here, Flows. Um, December 21st, Usyk versus Fury 2.
Mm.
Um, Back in the
Mm,
Kingdom
mm,
of
mm.
Saudi Arabia for another Riyadh season. We thank God. Um, Flows, it's interesting because even prior to this fight, the undercard wasn't really the best for a Riyadh season card, to be honest, in my opinion. But there were still some fighters on the undercard that I still want to tune in to see. But recent developments, the last couple of weeks, Flows, this undercard's kind of been gutted a little bit. Um, so, for example, I was looking forward to seeing Dennis McCann fight, but we received the news yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Flows, that Mr. McCann seems to have he's adverse findings, right, in one of his VADA samples. So that fight has now been cancelled. So yeah, not too sure what's going on there. Um, but I guess we'll wait and see the developments from VADA on that one. But yeah, one of Mr. McCann's samples have come out. Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Boy, so a lot of British fighters are getting popped. It's interesting. But yeah,
Well, shout out to
mm,
Vada. Shout out to
yep,
the clean
I-
boxing program that we're seeing
yeah,
everyone on.
yeah.
If
But
Dennis,
it's interesting that that fight's been cancelled. I mean, has been an announcement of a replacement fight for that fight then. Because you would assume that a card of its magnitude, Flows, and an event of its magnitude will have standbys, right? So surprised that it was a full-on cancel. Like, there's no other word. I haven't seen any word about there's a replacement fight in there, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to the clean boxing program. Want our sport
Mm,
to be clean.
yeah,
It's just an adverse finding, I believe. So
yeah,
there can be some explanation. There can be
yeah,
some defense for Dennis
yeah,
McCann, and yeah,
yeah.
they'll do the further investigations on that one.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's what
Yeah,
it is. If he's popped 30 for real, then due ban or
yep,
whatever. If he's
yep,
innocent, then yeah, clear your name.
yep.
But, I see your boy Chris Eubank Jr. crashing it at
Of
him.
course.
I don't know why he's crashing
He's
it.
always crashing it at someone else that's not in his division. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he's trying to show there's ties between someone who Dennis McCann works with and Conor Ben works with, so he's using
Yes,
that
yes, yes,
angle.
yes, of course.
Um, yeah, man,
Shameless
focus,
guy.
Chris Eubank, man,
You know,
focus,
focus, boy.
focus on you.
Uh,
What are you doing?
Where's your opponent? Oh man. Also, I was looking forward to when it was initially announced for us. It was initially meant to be Madrimov versus that Sergey Bohachuk guy.
Yeah.
Remember Bohachuk was impressed us a lot against Virgil Ortiz,
Mm.
but again, that's also been kind of scrapped because Madrimov picked up an injury. To be honest, it's probably for the best for Madrimov because
Yeah.
Bro was stated to face Bohachuk and then what's his name next year? Who is it next year? He's meant to be fighting.
Um,
Flipping.
Virgil. No,
is it Virgil? Is it? No, it's Virgil. It's Virgil. It's Virgil. It's Virgil. Yeah, it's Virgil. It's Virgil. Yeah, which is mad because to go from Boruc and Virgil in such a short space is great. But yeah, so but yeah, because he got that injury flows, he's been replaced by Ishmael Davis.
Ishmael Davis.
Yeah. Who I last saw against Josh Kelly. Yes, we saw. Yeah,
impressed us.
And yes, he did impress. Yeah, he did impress us against. but yeah, Josh Kelly. But yeah, he did. He was impressive. Yeah, he was. But it's a shame because it would have been nice to have seen Boruc versus Madrimov. But Boruc, yeah, I was impressed with against Virgil Ortiz. I look forward to seeing him. But yeah, Flowz, let's focus on the main event here. What we all came to see, Flowz, the rematch between Usyk and Fury.
Big one.
Big one, Flowz.
It's not for undisputed anymore. It's not. Of course
no, because remember, Usyk dropped one of the belts.
Yeah,
and that's what AJ and Dubois fought for. Yeah. So yeah. It's just for 3 of the belts now. But doesn't matter, Flowz. Same thing applies. Crazy fight of this magnitude. Give me your initial thoughts, Flowz. Are you thinking repeat or revenge?
So I will say, I think you'll say, I think we've agreed and discussed this before. Fury had control of that fight at some point early on. He had control, was messing around, and gave it away to a degree. But Usyk, as we know, goes through gears and picked it up. So it was a combination of both.
Yeah.
I don't know how Fury will turn up. And for that reason, I'll give it right back to Usyk. Repeat.
Okay. Yeah.
I know Usyk's on the come. I know he might struggle. I know he might get caught in portions.
Yeah.
But if he struggles on round, he's coming back the next round with fire.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do that all fight. He's gonna do that all fight. He's gonna go through the gears. Fury, I can't predict. Like I said in the last episode when I was talking about Teofimo, I think Fury's the original enigma. We don't know what he's gonna bring. Don't know if it's gonna be a stinker. We don't know if it's gonna be a masterclass.
Yeah.
Usyk will always give a masterclass. Usyk.
Yeah. Okay. Just to make it interesting a bit, Flowz. I will go revenge. Just to make it interesting. I think with you, I agree with what you're saying as well, because it's true. We don't know what version of Fury will turn up. But to me, in that first fight, a focused Fury did turn up, Flowz. And as we saw, he had control during up until like middle portions as well, was when he sort of really took control. But then as we get to the later rounds, that's when the classic Fury ADHD moment started kicking in, and he started messing around because he felt it was controlling it, because he felt it was doing it. And I've been wrestling with the thought of thinking, bruh, if this guy stayed focused, he really would be the world undisputed. He would have won this fight. Like, he would have taken that fight, in my opinion. So we've seen a focused Fury before. Even though he does tend to have his ADHD moments in most of his fights, we have actually seen Fury be focused from round 1 to round 12 for the most part, Flowz.
Several times. Not just once, a few times.
Yeah, a few times, Flowz. And I like to think that, again, I don't know. I can never predict. I'm not trying to predict Tyson Fury, Flowz. I'm never going to be able to predict this man. As you said, Flowz, a true enigma. But because I know he's got the capability of being focused every now and again, I'm there thinking, bruh, you kind of had it. You kind of blew it a little bit by your antics and by switching off a little bit. This time, you'll pull it right and make sure you get the job done and try and stay focused throughout from rounds 1 to 12. Yeah. That's why I'm going to go and make things interesting here, Flowz, and go revenge. But again, we can't predict. This is boxing, man. We can't predict these things. And Usyk we can predict, as you said. Fury, unpredictable. So if he comes and throws up a stinker, fairs. But I think, Flowz, that first fight would have humbled Fury as well, Even just the way he's approaching this build-up, completely different to last time. Last time, I think he was a lot more out there with his trash talk and antics and whatnot. This time, he seems to be becoming a bit more of a humble, respectful tip. Because obviously, Usyk beat that out of him. So it's like, boy, this time, let me not play around this time. Forget all those antics, blah, blah. it's not the fight doesn't need to sell itself anymore. The fight we've been captured from the first fight, so there's no need to do anything extra to capture the fans. Let me come on this true humility tip. This guy did beat me fair and square. Let me get my get back. That's kind of what I'm getting of Fury at the moment, anyways. Obviously, this can change in a blink of an eye, but that's what I've been seeing. So, because in all honesty, Flowz, Usyk should be beating this man. It's testament to how not amazing Usyk is. But all the things are in Fury's favor. Well, most of the things, anyways, Flowz. When it comes to size and reach, especially, which he can use to make this a horrible fight for, and an easy fight, not easy fight for him, but a fight for him, a fight that's more winnable for him. So, yeah, man, I like to think that Fury's gonna be focused this fight, and I think a focused Fury, we see kind of what happened in those early middle portions of the first fight. But it's Usyk Flowz, and yes, Usyk is Usyk. He's ridiculous. He's a warlord, Flowz, and those gears so far haven't shown any sort of signs of expiring or waning down. He always finds a way to go up somehow, always.
Yeah,
and when that moment comes, will Fury weather the storm? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. I'll go revenge.
Yeah, so basically we're sticking to what we said for the first fight. It's what we're saying.
Yeah, we are.
But
yes,
the thing is, I think Fury as well is underestimated Usyk in that middle portion because he was treating Usyk in those middle rounds. He was treating him, piecing him up, flexing, showing off. So I think he started to underestimate Usyk middle portions, and then Usyk came back and bit him in the ass. So maybe he won't. Maybe now he knows that I shouldn't underestimate him and I won't switch off. And that could play in his favor in a sense. But like you said, and like we've always said, when Usyk moved up to heavyweight, we damn near picked him to lose nearly every big fight. I said he'd lose to AJ.
Yep.
I said he's too small. He's too this. And he's proven us. Look, I said he wouldn't be beating the Fury. Up until the fight time prediction came is where I picked Usyk.
Yeah,
and he keeps proving it. So we'll see how this all goes. Usyk is a special talent for sure,
generational.
So he will just kind of cement his legacy. If he wins this, he might as well retire. There's nothing else.
I think so. Obviously, we saw talk about him saying he wants to go back to cruiserweight and stuff. Whatever, man. Don't be silly. There's no money there. There's nothing there for you. I think he should retire for this. If he wins. And to your Flowz, obviously, predictions aside, I want Usyk to win.
Yeah.
In fact, I need Usyk to win. Yes, if that's the case, because one, obviously, just because I'm still looking to see the super fight between AJ and Fury, and two, Usyk winning means that there will be no talks of a third rubber match or whatever. It's done. 2-0 is conclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, Fury winning this makes it 1-1. And there will be clamoring for, it's 1-1. We need to decide it. We need to find the rubber match. This is going to be a trilogy, blah, 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 blah. And CBA. CBA, man. CBA. So, yeah, man, I kind of need Usyk to win this. But my prediction is, unfortunately, that I think Fury might get it. Because also, it kind of also plays into the whole Murphy's Law thing. Every time we feel like if AJ Fury fight is close, something happens. Something happens. So, yeah, who knows? But, yeah, I'm expecting the exact same Usyk Flowz. It's Fury that I think is probably going to make the adjustments required. But, yeah. Fury's a smart fighter, Flowz.
I don't know, man. I think Usyk gonna get to that boy. I think Fury will mess around, switch off, get caught, and then get treated. Do
you think it should be? Because I personally thought that first fight was very close, but I gave it to Usyk. I thought it was a close fight though.
Yeah, it was.
Do you feel like this one will be wider?
I believe it will be close again. I think Fury will have his portions where he's winning.
Yeah,
and he's looking slick. But I think when it starts getting into the later rounds, Usyk will get to him again, catch him, maybe hurt him again.
Remember what was really killing Usyk as well, which we know because it's something that I guess you could say is Usyk's Achilles heel, if you want to call it that. The body work. He doesn't like it to the body at all.
Yeah.
And when Fury started really banging to that body, Usyk looked distressed. Probably the most distressed I've ever seen.
Visibly.
He looked distressed. So naturally, Fury being, I rate Fury's fight IQ. I think it's very among the highest. So I would expect him to really invest in the body. But a lot of the good stuff that Fury did in that first fight, folks, was that slick stuff. That slick kind of, whatever. It wasn't so much the weight body stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think that he would look to incorporate the weight body stuff, I guess, or do you think he will stick to the slick stuff because that's what was giving him success in that fight, in that first fight?
I think he will stick to it, but I think he might incorporate it too.
If he feels it's slipping away, right?
Yeah.
Because that's in that first fight, when it started to slip away from him, I was like, hey, grab this guy and just, but he didn't do it. Yeah.
So I think that can be his fallback. And we've seen him do it before. We've seen when things get sticky, he goes straight to that. He goes straight to that lead press. Make it ugly for them.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised he didn't tap into that. And maybe that's testament to Usyk's footwork and not really allowing him to pin him down. But he didn't even try. Is the issue?
Yes, and that. Remember, I said that surprised me the most. I expected to see that. My prediction was that when the going's going to get tough, Fury's going to resort to that, and that will help see him through. So I wonder if that's going to come out. I mean, again, it's fascinating flows. Does he start with that? Does he start with what he was working well in that first fight and then go off that? Who knows? And even Usyk himself, flows. It's clear that obviously, physically distressed with the body work, he himself knows that body is probably his weakness in that flows. Does Usyk make any adjustments to stop him from being so open to the body? Because Fury was having his way to that body, flows, having his way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I don't know what adjustments Usyk's going to make really as well to hide that sort of semi-obvious Achilles heel that he has when it comes to the body work. Don't know, but yeah, man, it's going to be fascinating flows. Major repercussions for the heavyweight division. If Fury does win flows, would you want to see the third fight then?
Look, I guess so. I think we want a definitive answer.
Yeah.
And it makes the third fight more interesting. We talk about game plans, strategies, preparation. It adds that element of interest. And it shows that Usyk isn't. Well, we kind of know Usyk isn't invincible already. I think we know that.
Yes.
Especially at this weight. But it'll be interesting. What I have seen, which I'm not for, I don't know if you've seen this as well, is this Vladimir Klitschko talk about him fighting a winner.
Yeah, I saw that. I paid no attention to it, Flows. I thought it was bullshit. Didn't it come from Coppinger?
I don't know, but I've also seen that he's fighting Lawrence Okoli next or something.
I saw that from Coppinger as well. I thought that was fake, Flows.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
And I saw Coppinger's name, and I thought, let's do this one.
Yeah, I'm not reading too much into it.
That's fine.
In fact, let me ignore that. But I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that one bit. That's why I'm not entertaining it. But I'll see a third fight. I mean, it's the best. They're the best two in the division. I think it's fair to say.
Interesting.
And then
okay,
we'll see from there.
Well, predictions have been made. Flows. We'll see. I look forward to it, anyways. It's a major fight. And if Usyk does it again, amazing, man. Just generational guy, man. Deserves to retire afterwards. He's completed boxing. So, I mean, he's already completed boxing by becoming the first 4-belt undisputed champion anyways.
And really, great CV.
He should really and truly could have retired after that first fight, to be honest, Florence. But contractual agreements and whatnot, fair enough. We'll see, Flores. We'll see. But thank Flores. We can leave it there. Unless there's anything, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. A whole host of announcements have been made recently, Flores. Obviously, I saw that. So we got Jack Catterall has been ordered to fight Barboza. as a fund underneath for two of the governing bodies. Who else?
David Adelaide, Moses Natoma.
That's been ordered by the British Boxing Board of Control as well for the British title. It's interesting. Very, very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Yes.
But who's with who? Who's Moses Natoma with?
Queensbury.
He's with Queensbury and okay. Then let's see. Let's see.
They're both with Uncle Frank. So yeah. What else we got? I think those are sort of the main ones I saw. Yeah. That's what's coming to mind anyways, but yeah. Anyway, was meant to fight on Tuesday, Flowz. We could have previewed that, but yeah, that's been cancelled because his opponent, Sam Goodman, I think, picked up an injury. Sorry, before we go, Flowz, MJ won yesterday. The Uzbek whatever. The Uzbek fighter, he destroyed his opponent, and then obviously he called that anyway straight afterwards. So yeah, he said he's actually been ducking him and he's been scared to fight him. But yeah, MJ's a very good fighter. Obviously, like I said, he kind of had the rope after it in a way, but he lost to Tapales. But yeah, very, very good fighter. Typical Eastern European style. But yeah, strong guy. If that happens, I would like to see it. But yeah, be careful what you ask for.
Dylan White won tonight as well.
Okay, yeah, I did know he was fighting in Gibraltar, right?
Yeah, that was just as we're speaking, really. I think he stopped to the 7th or something. So
right, I'm seeing Brave Tete in grueling war first.
Yeah, I'm sure they will just land the bombs. I'm sure they will.
I can already tell the type of fight. I'm looking at the pictures. I can already see. I've seen the shape both of these guys are in. I can imagine it was just a slugfest. Yeah.
We're looking. I'll watch that back. But yeah,
Tete lost to Dubois in 2019 in the first round.
That's what
I remember. Yeah. So boy, first, shout out to Dylan White. He's trying to get his name back in the mix, obviously. I guess he can, whilst he can. Obviously, we said Flowz, heavyweight division, it's easy to get back in the mix. We need 1 or 2 wins. So
names.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people trying to get back in the mix. So
yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, Flowz, let's leave it there. This has been episode 226 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us. Peace.
You taking a strap? I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.